You're watching The Property Show, the one and only real estate show in the country which gets you the most authentic database information on your buy, sell, invest questions. So watch out as we cover 8 cities in the next hour with Sameer Jasuja, CEO and founder of Prop Equity and Knowledge Partners. And cull out the top projects worth your money. Okay, we're going to begin with Gurgaon and Ahmedabad. That's first up on our list today. We head out to Mumbai next, Mumbai region to be precise. We'll cover Ulve and Mulund for some smart property options. Down south, top of the chart projects in Chennai and Bengaluru. And the government is serious about pushing transparency and the real estate regulator bill in the upcoming budget session, Ajay Maken declares to the industry. The Minister for Housing and Urban Poverty Alleviation, Ajay Maken, made it very clear to the real estate industry today at a forum that the real estate regulatory bill is in the forthcoming budget session going to be introduced. The developers have been fairly vociferous in their opposition of the bill and the thought of adding another layer of regulation. But the minister says the regulator will reinforce fair practices and accountability norms in the sector. It cannot be wished away.
This Real Estate Regulatory Authority Bill we propose to introduce in the budget session of Parliament. And a few components of this Real Estate Regulatory Authority Bill which I would like to share with you is something which is going to protect the interest of buyers. And many urban realtors who are into this business, who want transparency, they are not opposing it. What we want is that regulatory authority should have a website wherein every developer, before launching a project, needs to put in the specifications of its project as to what would be the covered area, carpet area of its apartment. Carpet area we have defined in the bill, which is wall-to-wall area is a carpet area. What would be the common area? And the common areas can't be changed. How much amount of money would be charged which can't be changed? How much time it would take for him to complete the project? Then the agreement between the developer and the consumer also has to be vetted by the regulatory authority so that a balance is there, so that the consumer is not caught unaware, because the consumer doesn't have that kind of backup with him to get each and every agreement vetted by a trained lawyer. So all such things we are making it so that the consumer's interest is protected. Then what we are keeping, another clause is a separate account for a project needs to be created, wherein any money from the consumer would be deposited, and unless 70% of the money which is required for the construction of that entire project, unless that is deposited, he can't withdraw the money and invest in some other project. So that the money taken by the consumer for a project is not diverted to some other project before even completing the first project. So this is something which we are bringing in to bring in transparency in the reality sector, so that the consumers are protected. We have also taken care. We have had number of discussions with the developers, and we are also we'll make it sure that it is a balanced bill. It protects the consumer and it doesn't cause any harassment also to the developers.
All right, so Ajay Maken very clearly on the side of introducing or bringing in a regulator for the industry. So that's good news for the consumers. We hope that the budget session goes off peacefully, Sameer, and we do see that introduction of that bill and finally having a regulator on board for the industry. Okay, we're going to take this call. Atul Kumar Yadav is on the phone line with us. Atul, hi, go ahead.
Hi, Manisha. My query is that I have a budget of rupees 1.2 crores and I'm looking for a property on Dwarka Express Highway. It should be a luxurious project. So could you please tell me a nice project from the sectors 81 to 92 and from 109 to 115?
Okay. All right, and you've shortlisted the Tata project in sector 113 as well. You've written in. Is that still on your radar?
Yeah, that's still on my radar, the Tata upcoming project.
Okay. All right, Lemon Tree. So the first thing that I noticed was the pricing, 9,000 rupees. And, you know, I've been getting SMSs on recent launches on Dwarka Expressway, all at 9,000 rupees per square feet. And I remember you and I discussing how prices have moved up from 2.5 to 5 to 6, and that itself took our breath away. What do you do with a pricing like 9,000 on an expressway which doesn't exist?
Well, it will exist one day.
Well,
First of all,
but you're
hopefully
paying
in
a
the next
price
2
for
to
it
3 years.
today.
Yes, it's,
Literally,
I
mean,
said
all
Dwarka
projects are fully
Expressway is
pricing.
actually behaving like the stock markets, where it's discounting the infrastructure much in advance.
5 years in
Right,
advance.
3-4 years in advance at least. Tata Housing project is actually in pre-launch at 9,000. They officially want to launch at 11,300. So that should also take your breath away.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for retina display. Full screen view. Faster response time. And Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.